First pitch moments away, and pitching in this one for the A's, Osvaldo Bido. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now here is
Leading off
Josh
for the
Smith.
Rangers, center fielder Josh Smith.
Missed with a changeup. And here we go on Jackie Robinson Day.
First pitch, 7:05.
The 1-0. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That one in the dirt, and a full count now. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Felt definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And now Wyatt Langford. That's in there. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Corey Seager stands in now and watches strike 1. Two out, space is empty. Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And the count is 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for the Rangers. And now the Athletics offense gets its first shot here. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back. And getting to start, Patrick Corbin. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Batting second.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Brent Rooker stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Strike two. 1 and 2.
And there's a ball. In the dirt, and that's ball 3. On the ground, fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, whipped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Up the middle, makes a sliding stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the Rangers,
all set for the
right
start of the
fielder,
inning.
Adolis
Now here is
Garcia.
Adolis Garcia. Beto, a righty that throws with power. 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Beto back to work. That one inside, 1-0. The wide to kick the pitch. Just missed.
2-1.
And it's even up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Swing and a ground ball. Urias to first in time. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, second baseman Marcus Semien.
Now it's Marcus Semien. For Marcus Semien, probably the biggest adjustment and improvement he's made has been on defense. Semien made 35 errors as a shortstop in 2015 with the Athletics. And by the time 2021 came around, he won a Gold Glove with the Blue Jays. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
No score here in the second. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to
left
break that
fielder,
rhythm.
Jock
Maybe it's square
Peterson.
around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Andujar drops into the glove, and that'll do it. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's going to be Shea Langeliers. right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and that's out number one on a tough play.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but, man, he made it look easy.
Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
This to third. Young. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting sixth, center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And a breaking ball drops in for a
No
strike.
ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up. Young under this one. He makes the grab. That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. We head on down to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
half
for
of the
Texas,
third inning.
third
Here's Josh
baseman,
Young.
Josh Young.
Oh, he
No.
doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
2-0.
Line drive. And there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right
That
there.
is
I tell you what, if he
first
gets
baseman,
under it
Jake
just by a
Burger.
fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And now it's Jake Burger to hit. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Swing and a pop-up. Wilson under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting ninth, catcher Kyle Higashioka.
So next to hit for Texas, Kyle Higashioka. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dives, can't get it. It's a base hit.
Now batting, the center
Put
fielder,
a pretty good
Josh
jolt into that
Smith.
one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's the Rangers leadoff hitter, Josh Smith. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Squeezes it, and that is that. Rangers leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. As we
Leading
go
off
to the
for
last of the
A's,
third. And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. That pitch gets the corner, 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Just off the inside corner. Going to count 1-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Right side. And that one handled on the run. Sent it over to first. On the money. Nice play.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Gio Urshela steps in. First offering, and it just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And that one wrapped foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. Hit on the ground to short. Seager slings to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting 9th,
Good sinker
second
low in his zone right there,
Luis
and produced
Urias.
exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's Luis Urias. That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
That one missed.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing there for the A's. Still no score. And welcome back to
Leading
the
off
ballpark.
for the Rangers,
Start of the fourth,
the
and now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Wyatt
Wyatt
Langford. Ball one there. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's foul.
Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. One up, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, Corey Seager.
So now it's Corey Seager. Went down on strikes his first time through. The shortstop takes the ball. Fourth inning underway, no score. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and two now. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Andujar on the move. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder,
Next
Adolis
up for Texas,
Garcia.
Adolis Garcia. He's 0 for 1. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting.
Now batting, second baseman,
Here's Marcus Semien. Struck out swinging his first time. That's inside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And misses inside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Garcia leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. You're going to let it go. You better be ready to swing it.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, no score. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the A's designated hitter, Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
You know, these Athletics, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Runner at first with no outs here.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Nice grab.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and
Now
hit the ball
batting,
hard. You know,
first
line drives
baseman,
don't always
Tyler
find a hole, but the more you
Soderstrom.
can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound. Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Ripped to third and caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they
Now
keep the
batting,
runner at first.
catcher,
Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Langoliers.
And now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Seager, they get the force, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 4. We're tied 0-0. And we're back.
Leading
Top 5,
off for
John
the
Shelby
Rangers,
with Chris
left
Singleton.
fielder, Jock
And leading it off,
Peterson.
Jock Peterson. Vito back to work. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. Inside, just missed.
Well, these Rangers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
Throws to first in time, and Peterson retired.
Well, he's
Up
doing a nice
next for
job
the
of
Rangers,
keeping the ball
third
out of the
baseman,
air,
Josh
lets
Young.
the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Up next for the Rangers, Josh Young. He's 0 for 1. And that one is in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
It's 0-1. And that one clips the corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
One down, base is empty. Just off the outside part of the plate. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here's the first baseman, Jake Burger. And there's a strike. Burger measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. And now 1 and 2. Swing and a ball lifted left field on Duhar. He's got it. And that is out number 3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. And we still have no score. Great to have you with us here on Jackie Robinson Day. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Miguel Andujar. That's inside. Singy, we're celebrating Jackie Robinson today, and what an honor it is for these players to have the chance to wear his number 42. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Yeah, just an iconic number, and to put that jersey on with 4 and 2 on the backside, it's got to be inspiring. These guys are honored and privileged to be able to go out there and play on a day like today.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you've got to make them pay.
J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. He popped out his first time. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, they had the chance to turn it 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Jacob Wilson up next for the A's. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Up the middle. Glove flip for 1, and that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Kyle Higashioka. And a foul ball. And that one cutting but missing down low. The A's bullpen has some movement. Mitch Spence getting ready to go. McFarland, a left-hander, also throwing. Hard hit to third. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Josh Smith.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Osvaldo Bido won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
J.P. Sears on the pitch here.
Number 42.
This is his 5th appearance of the year.
J.P. Sears.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Josh Smith, 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch, and he just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he's going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Next to hit, Wyatt Langford.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. He goes down looking. Offense held in check there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. No score. Bottom of the 6th. Here's Gio Urshela.
For the Athletics, third baseman, Gio Urshela.
Swing and a foul out of play. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a
Now
glove,
batting,
but you will get some high
baseman,
fives. You know, when you
Luis
make great
Urias.
contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Urias in the box now. No balls and a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Now batting.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Back to the top of the lineup, Lawrence Butler. Up next for the A's. 1 for 2. Line drive to short and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
In there for strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Next one off the plate inside. 1-1. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed. That's outside. 3-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Now batting, the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
First and second, 2 outs. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs.
Hey!
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. This one in the dirt, but no advance from the runners. On the ground to third. Takes it to the base for the force out. And that is the inning. A's strand a couple. And we are still scoreless.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
A's.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Number
pitcher on the
42.
mound. Mitch Spence.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And here's Corey
Leading
Seager to
off
hit.
for the Rangers.
He's a big,
shortstop,
strong guy.
Corey
Can untie
Seager.
this game with one swing.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Ball. 2 balls.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Swing and a miss
2 balls.
as he was out front that time. To the right side. And Seager is set down.
Now batting, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks
Now
to the
batting,
bad jump.
second
Those small
baseman,
moments can be
Marcus
costly.
Semien.
Go ahead run on base. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take your base.
And the batter down,
Now
Jock
batting,
Peterson.
left fielder, Jock
Definitely wants to stay
Peterson.
out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And now the count is even. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. The throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. On the board first, it's one zip.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Two on, one out. Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. Fought off foul.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And the slider just misses.
1-1.
And a count 1-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. Good eye in that spot.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And now the first baseman, Jake Burger. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. That one's in there. That's strike one. Two on, 2 outs. Inside. And now it's even 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good take.
Two outs. And it remains 2-2. Got him! Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
And he grounds one to the right side. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Next up for the A's, Miguel Andujar.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
First pitch misses.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Liner to second. It picked on the hop. Tosses to first, and a couple of quick outs.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So digging in, Jacob Wilson.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
And fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Luke Jackson, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Bosley warming up as well. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
42.
TJ McFarland.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well,
Leading off
one-run
for
game,
Texas,
and now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle Higashioka. Close
No,
one,
that's a
doesn't
ball.
get the call. And that's ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Strike. Woo.
Splits the plate, 1-2. That's down and in.
2-2.
Bounce to third. Urshela to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next for the Rangers, center fielder
Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. McFarland in his 10th season, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Right through there for a strike. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Jose Leclerc up and loosening in the pen. Sterner getting loose as well. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Up next for the Rangers,
Wyatt
the
Langford
designated
digs
hitter,
in now.
Wyatt
0
Langford.
for 3 in this one. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man at first, 1 away. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And there's a ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fights that one away, still 1-2. This one in the air. Wilson hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Corey Seager.
Here's Siegs to the plate now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
That one misses. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Smith off of first with 2 away. That one pulled foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hit weakly on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Shawn Armstrong.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Gio Urshela to the plate.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And that misses. And it's 1-0. And that is out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's in the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike. Fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And 1 out now.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Urias. First offering, and it just misses. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. And that quickly, 2 away.
Now
you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
He was all over that one. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. First pitch just misses.
Go with the tie and run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Armstrong checks over to first, and he's back. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
In there, got him looking for the K. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. The A's strand 1. They're down 1-0.
Now pitching for
We're back.
the
It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jose Leclerc.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Garcia leading things off and takes a strike. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Yeah, the count 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. There's nothing cheap
Marcus
about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And here is Marcus Semien. Right through there for a strike.
One ball, one
In the
strike.
dirt, but kept close. Activity in the bullpen. JT Ginn getting loose out there. There goes the runner. Swing and a miss.
One ball.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. And that's downstairs and outside. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here is Jock Peterson. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Man at second. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate.
Well, they were trying to put the pressure on him right there, trying to score from second base on that base hit. And I tell you what, really nice job by the defense. They got it in quick enough to cut him off at the plate. Nice job.
next to hit for Texas, Josh Young. They say it went.
No ball. One strike.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his
Up
bat
next for the
stays in the
Rangers,
zone
first
on
baseman,
plane for an
Jake
extended
Burger.
period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the ninth. Up and in, and now 3-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That's to third. Sends it across the first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Luke Jackson.
I think closer has to be one of the
pitching
toughest
for
jobs in
Texas.
baseball, and we
Number
see a pretty high
42.
turnover rate because of it.
Luke
Every
Jackson.
outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win
Leading
and get
off
himself
for
a
the
save.
A's,
3,
first
4,
baseman,
5 due up for the
Tyler
home team.
Soderstrom.
Digging in, Tyler Soderstrom. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Pitch in the dirt, and the count is 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. One-run game, bottom 9. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws across the diamond, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Now batting,
That's a huge
catcher,
defensive play in the late stages of the game.
Langeliers.
It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Shea Langeliers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And that's in the dirt. Just missed the inside corner, and it's 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Andujar swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
The A's down to their final strike. That
One
misses
ball,
the
2
zone.
strikes.
And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you want to see a high-scoring game, but sometimes you can appreciate the artistic beauty of what these pitchers did on the mound today.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. Our starter in this one, Osvaldo Bido. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And now the center fielder, Josh Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Hard hit right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. This one popped up. Urias pulls it down and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, shortstop Corey Seager.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Corey Seager. That's too low. And that is ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground, right side. Urias. Rangers go down in order. Nothing doing for the Rangers. And the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starting pitcher in this one, Patrick Corbin.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Lawrence Butler leading things off and takes a strike. Just missed. Fouled off. He was late. Next offering misses. 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Out to short. Seager gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Brent Rooker batting with 1 down takes a strike.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Slider clips the zone. And ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's.
Baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
First offering, and it just misses. Rooker, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
That one missed. Two and 1 now. In the air, left field, down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Corbin over to first. And he just got his hand in there. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. Chop to third. Young tosses to first, and that ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off for the
New
Rangers,
inning getting started.
right fielder,
And now the right
Adolis
fielder,
Garcia.
Adolis Garcia. Garcia, in his 5th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Cuba. Beto back to work.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about him. That's a good thing.
That misses, and a count 2-1. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
And now it's 3-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Here's Marcus Semien. First pitch, and he just misses. Now Marcus, a career-high 45 homers in 2021 with the Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers.
Ball 2.
Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away down.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Jock Peterson.
2 down, base is empty. And Jock Peterson stands in.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. 2 outs. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Hauls it in to end the inning. And the Rangers set down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
And that clips the inside corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And there's a foul ball. pitch is in the dirt. Ball one. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
The other way. And there's a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Batting six, center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
This is J.J. Bleday. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
At the belt and fires. And
That's
1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Grounder might be two. Flips to second. That's one. And that's all they'll get.
Well, it didn't look like he had a chance to turn two, but an excellent job at gathering himself, getting the lead runner. And I tell you what, the pitcher appreciates that. Not having a runner in scoring position right there can be a big difference.
So up next, Jacob Wilson. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Bleday leads off first with one away. Next offering is down low. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
First and second, one out. Next up for the A's, Gio Urshela. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ball one there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-1.
That one the other way, down the line, and it's foul. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 on, 1 out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Another 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Luis Urias. Slides, but it gets by him. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And it's 1-0.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
First and second, 2 outs. Now it's the DH, Lawrence Butler. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Strike.
Out to short, Seager. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. On to the third inning. Now the third baseman, Josh Young.
Josh Young.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. That's off the inside corner. 2-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. In the air, right field. Rooker settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting 8,
Jake Burger stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
One down, base is empty. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First 2 pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Kyle Higashioka now at the plate. Right down the chute. Strike 1.
1 strike.
And that one fouled off. And they'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the A's 1 and the Rangers nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Brent Rooker.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
First pitch misses. on the ground, and it goes just foul. That one missing inside.
2-1.
Left field, way back there. That one outs against the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So digging in, Tyler Soderstrom. Struck out swinging his first time. Ground ball right side. Semien whips it to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there.
Now
It's early,
batting,
but you
catcher,
still want to move the
Shea
runner up and give your team a chance to
Langeliers.
score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Miguel Andujar.
Andujar.
1 for 1 with a single so far.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Young tossed to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. The A's strand one, but they lead it 1-0. On to the fourth.
Leading off, for
Josh
Texas,
Smith.
center fielder Josh Smith.
Now fly ball to right center. Rooker on the move to the gap. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Wyatt Langford.
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. 0 for 1 so far. That one's in there, 0-1. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right
Now
now.
batting, shortstop Corey Seager.
Here comes Corey Seager. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success,
One ball,
but
one
you can
strike.
never predict baseball.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. That one
2-2.
not close. And that's ball two. Just
ball,
misses
two
with
strike.
that one. The Rangers still looking for their first hit in this one. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off for
ballpark.
the
Bottom four,
A's,
here's the center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday.
A little bit low. Ball one.
You know, these A's showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
One out in the bottom of the fourth.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. And he's already singled in this game. Ball one on a pitch inside.
1 ball, no strike.
This one smoked out to left. Peterson makes the grab.
Now batting, third baseman, Gio
2 outs, base is
Urshela.
empty. Gio Urshela steps in. This one smacked out to left center. Reaching try, but can't bring it in.
Now batting, second
Next
baseman,
up for the A's,
Luis Urias.
Urias. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Just missed. A's leading by a run. That's to third, and it stays fair. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Now batting,
So the lineup flips
designated
over.
hitter,
Now the
Lawrence
A's designated
Butler.
hitter, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike. Swing and a miss. 0 and 2.
0-2.
Good job to fight that one off. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball. Semien. And the inning is over. A's strand a couple, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at the ballpark
Leading
here
off for
on Jackie
Texas,
Robinson
right
Day.
fielder,
Now it's the
Adolis
right fielder,
Garcia.
Adolis Garcia. Beto back to work. And a foul ball.
Hey, question. If you had to pick, because the number 42 jerseys are really cool, obviously, for Jackie Robinson. But if you had to pick any team that you were going to have 42 put on to just kind of sport around, would it be a Phillies jersey? Because I know you were kind of a Phillies fan growing up.
I grew up as a Phillies fan. If I had to do a 42 jersey, though, I'd still think I'd do a Dodger jersey.
Yeah.
That one missed. How about you?
2 balls,
You know what?
1
I'd
strike.
actually like to. I mean, the Dodgers, Brooklyn Dodgers is
Right.
it's pretty awesome. That one is. But I also would be interested in looking at one of the Negro Leagues, jerseys.
Sure.
And going 42 with that one.
Now batting, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Now it's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1. Simeon measures 6 feet even, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2011. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Just missed. That just misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. And he walked him. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Now batting, left fielder, Jock Peterson.
Here's Jock Peterson. He's 0 for 1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Two.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Josh Young in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Three and 2 now. Grounded to third, could be 2. Tosses across to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. Here's Josh Young. Flied to right his first time.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And that's off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stepping in, Brent Rooker.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
High chopper to third. Young tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Tyler.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Shea Langoliers.
2 down, bases empty. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. Foul ball there. Two outs. Caught him looking for the K. And the A's are gone in order. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. Now here is Jake Burger.
Leading off for Texas, first baseman Jake Burger.
First pitch just misses. Fastball for a strike at 95. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mitch Spence appears to be getting loose. McFarland also getting ready. That's off the mark. Ball 2. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Going, gone. And we are tied. It's 1-1.
Talk about a clutch swing of the bat. He just changed this game in a big way.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
And here comes Mark Kotsay as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Osvaldo Bido is done, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
So a
the
new
A's,
pitcher on the mound for the A's,
number
JT
42.
Ginn. This is his third
JT
time out this
Ginn.
year. Now the catcher up to hit, Kyle Higashioka. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one outside, 1-2 the count. And a breaking ball misses outside. And down on strikes. One gone here.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
Up
to
next
even
for
that
the
count
Rangers,
off at 2 balls and 2
center
strikes,
fielder
but that
Josh
time
Smith.
chased outside the zone.
Josh Smith will hit next. Pitch misses. 1-0. And that one upstairs. That one misses, and it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his
Now
spot.
the
Hitter didn't
designated
offer
hitter,
at it.
Wyatt
Now he has somebody to
Langford.
worry about over at first.
Go ahead run on base. Now here's the Rangers DH, Wyatt Langford.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Lifted in the air, right field. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop Corey Seager.
Seager stands in now. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and that is that. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Athletics, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
And that one fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. High fly ball, shallow right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
No, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there. This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
To third, Young. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. 1 for 2. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And a base hit into right center field.
Now batting, third baseman Gio
Now here's Gio
Urshela.
Urshela. Strike one.
0-1.
And there's the strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Two outs. In the air, out towards left center. Smith puts it away, and that will end the inning. One hit, one left. Seventh inning coming up. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
42.
Mitch Spence.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Just off the outside edge. Ball one.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball. Next one misses, and now 3-1. Stays alive. Got him swinging. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. 1 out, base is empty. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Bleday fires it in, and the potential go-ahead run stops at second base.
Everything came together for him. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And now Jock Peterson. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
And you got to wonder with first base open, 1 out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 2-1. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. And that's outside. And the count is 3-1. Josh Young in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Man at second. Peterson just got a piece of it. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
2 on, 1 out. Josh Young digs in now.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Rangers, first baseman Jake Burger.
Next up for Texas, Jake Burger. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Right through there for a strike.
Next offering upstairs. Go ahead run at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
Singy, this was a mammoth home run over 460 feet, according to StatCast.
You know, Boog, there are only maybe 20 or so guys in the game that can hit a baseball that far, and it's absolutely crazy it's even that many. Such an impressive swing of the bat right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Mitch Spence departs. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for the A's.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Jose Leclerc.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. A little bit high maybe, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Next pitch in for a strike, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. A 3-run homer. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Pitching for
We're
Texas.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Shawn Armstrong.
Shawn Armstrong.
He's pitching on 2 days rest. So digging in,
Leading off
Luis
for the
Urias.
A's, second
The
baseman,
Athletics in
Luis
striking distance,
Urias.
but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that one clips the corner. In the air, right side of the infield. Simeon. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Lawrence
Butler. Up next for the A's. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Inside,
Nope, that's off the plate.
just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jacob Webb up and throwing. Bosley getting cranked up as well. The Rangers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Smoked on the ground to second. Simeon toss over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
Hey, man,
Up
4
next,
pitches, 2
for the
outs. That is an
A's,
excellent
right
pace.
Fielder, Brent
Rooker up next for the A's. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Yes.
And that skips in the dirt.
Strike. Whew.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Rangers 4 and the A's 1. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Josh Smith. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. J.P. Sears, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Sterner, the right-hander, also getting loose. And he drops it down the third baseline. Grabs it barehanded, and it beats him. What a play.
Perhaps he rushed just a little bit, didn't set the angle as the infield is back right there, and that's pretty much a gimme for a bunt base hit. Just didn't quite put it where he wanted to right there.
So now here's the DH, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Leclerc, in his 9th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Way high there, and it's 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Just missed. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Oof. That one went straight back and got our ump right in the mask. Let's hope he's okay. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. One down, base is empty. Chop to third. Urshela. Now 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop Corey Seager.
Here's Corey Seager. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And that's in the dirt.
No strike.
That one missed. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
That's a walk.
Take it,
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him
Now
right there
batting,
anyhow.
Right fielder, Adolis
In steps
Garcia.
Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Seager, the runner at first with 2 gone. That missed by a
One
lot.
strike.
1-1. Two outs.
Oh. 2-1.
Inside. 3-1. He swings and fouls one off.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hit in the air, left field. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. One left for Texas, but they lead it 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
First baseman, Tyler Soderstrom.
Armstrong back to work.
Ball. Whoa.
Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Luke Jackson, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Fought off foul. Next pitch is inside, and it's 2-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Seager whips it across. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Now batting, the catcher, Shea Langoliers.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Inside, just missed. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next offering is fouled back. That one a little bit high. Now 2-2. The A's trailing by 3 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Ripped on the ground to second. Simeon toss over to first. So they get the out after
Now
a long
batting,
battle at the
left
plate.
fielder, Miguel Andujar.
So 2 down now, and here is Miguel Andujar. 1 for 3.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that's in there at the knees.
No ball. 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge. The 1-1 is fouled off. That just misses, and it's 2-2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. He did not go around. On the ground to third. And foul ball. Struck him out looking. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for
We're back.
the
It's the
A's.
top of the ninth. And there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
42.
mound. Justin Sterner.
Justin Sterner.
Now it's the second
Leading off
baseman,
for Texas,
Marcus
Second
Semien.
baseman, Marcus Semien.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
That's a strike. And the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that just misses. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You
Now
have to
batting,
be
left
right in those
fielder,
spots or
Jock
things can get away
Peterson.
from you awfully quickly.
So a man at first. And now Jock Peterson. Semien runs. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
Throw to
1
second.
strike.
Tag. And they got him.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
To the right side, Urias. The throw to
He's
first.
out.
And Peterson retired.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Young.
So up next, Josh Young.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. The A's bullpen has some movement. J.P. Sears, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. And that one is
that's a ball.
inside. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
Strike 1.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Next offering upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. The right-hander
That's
gives
four.
up
Take
the
your base.
2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a
Now batting,
very
first
aggressive
baseman,
secondary
Jake
lead. So
Burger.
ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
So digging in, Jake Burger. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dip.
And ball 1.
1
Young
and
off of first with 2 away. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. And a foul ball. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Langoliers down to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rangers 4 and the A's 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Luke Jackson.
Now
And
pitching
we all
for
know about his
Texas,
slider. It's just
number
filthy, man. And
42.
one of the better ones in the
Luke
game, I'd say.
Jackson.
Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in,
Leading
J.J.
off
Bleday.
for the
3
Athletics.
groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Center fielder, J.J. Bleday.
And that one missing inside a sharp
ball, no
slider.
strike.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
There's a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Next pitch is outside. And it skips in the dirt.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Grounds 1 to short. Gathered in by Seager. Throw to first. 1 out, bottom of the
Now
9th.
batting, shortstop, Jacob Wilson.
He's 2 outs away. Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. That hits
That's a
the
ball.
dirt, and that is ball 1. There's a strike. The Rangers trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On a line, base hit.
Up next,
Here at the
for
bottom of the 9th,
A's,
1 out.
third
Urshela,
baseman,
the next to hit.
Gio Urshela.
And the slider just misses. Just
No.
off the inside edge.
2 balls, no strike.
Swinging a foul straight back. Just missed. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out. Runner at second. Next to hit, Luis Urias. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
And that is cut on and missed. And it's 1-1. The tying run at the plate. And a slider misses down and away.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Ground ball left side. Young tosses to first, and they're down to their last out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luke Jackson will depart, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for Texas.
New arm out of the bullpen, Caleb Bosley.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
So they're down to their final out. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. 0 for 4 with 4 groundouts. Cut on and lifted in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Here comes Urshela around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
So 2 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Brent Rooker.
We could see a shift right here, only down a run, and it feels like anything can happen. One swing of the bat changes everything.
First pitch, not close.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2 outs. And another ball.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats. And the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Now 3-0. Tyler Soderstrom in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. With the tying run on at first, and the home team trying to pull it out. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way off.
Bottom of the 9th, 1-run game, 2 on. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Trying to deliver as the hero. Misses again, 5 in a row.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can really do damage against a guy like this.
And that one a little below the knees. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Swing and a miss.
2-1. Ball inside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Shea Langoliers getting ready to hit.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One runs in, throw is offline. This one's over, and the A's walk it off 5-4.
Scoring 1 run in the ninth is pretty difficult because the quality of arms and the focus on every single pitch. But to score 4 runs for the win, an incredible comeback. This showed us a lot. Nice win for this team today.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.